One, two, three, four, five, six.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's not about right. Alright, I'll get this started. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Darien Player Squad. My name is Colston. Welcome to Wednesdays. Yeah, so today is going to be a bit of a short stream, so be sure that if you are going to be watching this, check the VODs, and go from there, because quite honestly, I'm not going to be able to stream very long for tonight, so, because I'm doing very early morning shifts, and if I had gotten off on the time that I really wanted to, I could have spent a little bit more time streaming, but I didn't. Ah, Wayward, thank you for the host. Hello and hello. Hello, friend, how are you? But, yeah, today's going to be a bit of a short stream. I don't really get much time for myself tonight because I am working steadily earlier and earlier, and work is steadily getting busier and busier. So today, if I got off at 6 today, but I got off at 5:30, I would have worked. I worked 11 and a half hours. So they worked a 12-hour shift today. So for me to get up and be at work for 5 tomorrow, I have to go to bed no later than 9. Yeah, no later than 9. Yeah, 9? 9 to 3? Yeah, about 9. So, anywho, I'll go as long as I can until about 7:30. And, yeah, we'll go from there. Anywho, but again, welcome to Wednesday. It's usually my day for Colston, so welcome. I hope I get to see some of you that I usually see. We'll get started. Chapter 6. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Level 6. Hit the lever, Kronk. Hit the lever. It is the future year of 2020, and my dream has come true. Alright, let's be honest. If you asked me 2 months ago if my dream involved being the event coordinator at a video game arcade, I'd stared at you kind of funny. Even now, it sounds ridiculous. But it's true. I'm here, I'm successful, I'm happy. And that is my dream. Aw, look how happy I am. Ever since Arcade Rewind, business has been booming. The Funplex is packed with players, day in, day out. Kids, teens, the college crowd, the nostalgic ones looking for old games they remember. I've run 3 events so far. We've started rotating our games out of storage and into play to keep things fresh. The high scoreboards are constantly shifting. In fact, things are going so well, Gavin's hinted that Gavin's hinted that maybe we should start looking into a second location. But this will always be home. Seeing the smiles on coworkers and gamers alike? Watching my friends laugh and play in good spirits? Yeah, that's working for me, and it's bringing me joy in return. I won't argue why. In fact, I barely understand why. But I'm happy. And that's better than I've been in years going with the flow. Going with the flow never really brought me much enjoyment. Going with the flow never brought me this much enjoyment. I'd say by this point, I've suddenly broken the family curse. Maybe everything doesn't have to fall apart from under me. Maybe I can just be happy. Maybe this is where I meant to be. Sign here, please. Huh? A bicycle messenger nudges a slim envelope my way again, trying to catch my attention. I'm snapped out of my happy little trance immediately. Oh, right, no problem. After jotting down my signature, he drops the envelope and heads right out the door. No time for moopy, or a round of pinball, it seems. Deliveries to make. Curious, I opened it up. Colston Reed, you are cordially invited to dine and discuss business matters at Deco's Palace with CEO Deco Nami. Meeting time will be 7 in the evening, sharp. You may bring a guest of your choosing. Free Royal Value swipe card available for enjoyment of games prior to meeting. What? I read through it a few more times, trying to parse all the curly cues and swirls and swooshes, although that doesn't clear my confusion of the whole matter. Soon, Francine looks up from her knitting, curious about the letter as well, although she seems to already have the idea of what it says. I suppose it's about that time, isn't it? Huh?
Oh, dear.
Time for that fellow to make another attempt at wooing me. Double huh? Rather at wooing my beloved Funplex. Let me guess. Deco Nami of Deco's Palace sent you a fancy invitation with all sorts of fancy writing. That's accurate, yeah. It's not the first time. He invited my dear Frederick and I over in 1989 to talk about selling the Funplex, and we turned him down flat. Then in 1999, when home game consoles were poised to take back the arcade crowd, he suggested we sell. We turned him down. Now it's 2009. And he's at it again. A gentleman would know when to quit. He's got a tenacity. I can't fault him for that. Why would a big-time arcade operator like Deco Nami care that much about us? We're small-time. No offense. Oh, come now. If anyone should be offended, it's you, calling yourself small-time. Colston, dear, you've put in so much work to make my little arcade soar. I bet that's why he's knocking on our door again. We're thriving, and that's what's lured him back in. Like... Gruyere cheese? Yeah, Gruyere cheese. Gruyere cheese. Yeah, Gruyere cheese in the mousetrap. So, wait, are we the cheese or the trap?
My oh my.
That depends on how clever you are, my dear. Right, so I'm the cheese, although I prefer to be a knight's mozzarella. Cheese types asides. Do you want me to ignore the invite then? Oh, heavens. Excuse me. Oh, heavens, no. Contrary to what people say about the fellow, he's very much of a man of his word. I always accept his invitation, always hear him out. It's only fair and proper. I thought he was like the arcade scene's greatest evildoer.
Let's be sensible.
That's a bit grandiose, no? Certainly, plenty of rumors of his questionable methods abound. That's not all they are. Or that's all they are. Rumors. Politeness should be met with politeness. That's how you conduct proper business, and that's what the Funplex is all about. Francine moves to rise from her seat near the tech desk, but pauses, leaning heavily on the glass countertop while looking strained. I move to help, but she waves me away and sits back down. Oh, don't worry about little old me. I just stood up too quickly, that's all. Just out of breath. But, Colston, I think it best if you go in my stead. Me? Let's be serious now. These old bones aren't as spry as they once were, and I think you'd have a good time there. Well, an interesting time at any rate. Say no more. I'd be happy to represent the Funplex with dignity. Good, good. But remember, offer only as much respect as you are given. If he should be uncouth, you have my permission to be uncouth as well. There are many exploiters and users in this industry, and undoubtedly Dekonami ranks in their number. So, smile if he smiles, but use caution. So, go there and turn him down. Got it. The slowness of her response is a bit concerning. I trust you to make the right decision. For everyone. Which is not to sell the Funplex. Right?
I don't feel that's my call to make anymore, dear. Maybe you haven't noticed, but I spend most of my time at home these days. Or napping. Or napping at home.
Same.
Funplex isn't really about me. Not anymore. It's so much more than Francine's Arcade Funplex now. It's about you. It's about your co-workers. It's about all our regulars. You've made me realize that. And I'm thankful.
Aw. Francine, I want to give you a hug. You're the one that started this place, Francine. You had a dream of a place where people can have fun, relax, and make friends. I feel like even entertaining the idea of selling it is... Well, it feels wrong. Disrespectful to you and your dream. Oh, you're a peach, dear. But times are a-changin'. I'm an old fuddy-duddy stuck in our ways. Maybe the time has come to change how the Funplex does things. We're almost back to the heyday of 1989, thanks to the changes you've made. So, I can't say you can't decide to sell. If it's a change you think we need, do it. Please, keep an open mind. Francine sighs deeply, looking more tired than usual. It's only afternoon and I'm already worn out. Haven't even done anything but sit here and knit all day. Knitting takes a lot of concentration, but that's not nothing. If you're feeling pooped, you should take a few days off. Go home, get some rest. All the same, I'd rather come in for work tomorrow, even if there's little work for me to do. I love being here. This is my true home. And yet you want me to keep an open eye about this deal?
Like I've told you, life can be a difficult series of trade-offs. What I want and what should be are often different things. I'm relying on you to do right by everyone I love. If selling is in their best interest to keep this dream going, so be it. No matter what you decide. I'm proud of you. I knew there was something special about you when I hired you to replace my grandson.
Oh. That was her grandson. Oh.
You are the brightest spirit at the Funplex. And while we may not be blood, I'm happy to consider you part of my family.
Aw, Francine. I'm a little teary from that. You're the grandma I've never had, Francine. I never knew my grandmothers, either of them. They died when I was really young. I feel like you filled that role. You've become the grandmother I've never had, Miss Francine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome home, Colston. You will always be welcome here. That's really cute. I love that. With another deep sigh, Francine eases herself out of her chair. Now I think I'll take your suggestion and head on home. Well, for today anyway. I'll be bright and early in the morning to hear how things went with Mr. Nami. I know you'll make the right decision. Good night, Colston. Be well. Ugh. Alright. Make the right decision. Okay. This is weird. Seriously weird. All this work, all this effort, finally finding a dream, as strange as that sounds. And I need to consider dumping it all? Well, maybe it's not selling out. I haven't actually heard Dekonami's proposal yet. And if we somehow could partner with him on our own terms, that might be what we need to push the Funplex over the top. And placate a rival. We'd be the sister boutique to his department store. Still, I'm not willing to say one way or another. Not yet. We'll see. Now, who do I want to take as my plus one? Beep beep, Colston. Ah. Hey, you want to come as my date? I'm your girl, Friday. But I'm afraid you're not my type. My type being USB compatible, of course. I sensed you were in a deep state of deep ponderance and wanted to help. You were thinking of who to take to the meeting? Yeah, I mean, Naomi is the obvious choice. I'm sure she'd have some opinions on Deko's palace. True, as part of the Funplex family, Naomi would be a good pick. But this is a business meeting. You want to consider widening your options. Naomi will support your decision either way. It's clear she trusts you. True. Okay, then... Oh, hey there. And yes, my mic is on this time. It has been. Luckily this time it was better, so I hope you're doing well. How have you been? I'm trying to make a decision here of who to take me to an important business meeting. It's alright. Work's very, very tough, so in response to that, this is going to be a very short stream today. I'm now an Sobeys employee now, so I'm working at the very new warehouse, and yeah, I just came off of a 11.5-hour day, so, and then I gotta go right back at it at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I don't really got much time tonight, so I wish I could have came home at my proper time, which would have been at 2:30, but oh well. Thanks for understanding. Okay. Percy's been taking it easy. Since his heart attack, only making a few passes through Moopy a day, relaxing and casually playing other games in between. I wave him over as he's walking away from a round of Donkey Kong.
Lovely day.
Hello there, lovely day, isn't it? Lovely indeed. Although, it's about to get a lot less lovely. I know you're not exactly an employee of the Funplex, even if you own a small slice of it in the form of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, but I could use your help. Dekonami wants to meet with me to discuss a business venture. Hopefully a mutually beneficial one, but who knows? I see. Rather serious, that. And you'd like to tap my business acumen? To help assess whether he's serious or simply looking to scoop up a rival? Something like that, yeah. Very well. I shall put my best business face on, but I'd rather not wear a tie, if that's all the same to you. I'm going in my hoodie. I think you can skip ties. I'll just go gather up my things, shall I? Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. We go there, study out how the place works, then make an informed decision. One way or another, the Funplex will just be fine. It's going to be fine. Everything is fine. Percy offers to drive us across town to Deko's palace. Contrary to talk before, we don't exchange many words. I'm deep in thought, running through all the possibilities of what could happen, and I can't shake this feeling. Oh. You know what? It was a little hard to, see it. It was a little hard to recognize at first, honestly, but yeah, I like it. It's quite quippy. But I hope you're doing okay. I know I haven't seen much of you at all, but again, it's all the same. I hope you're doing well, and I hope I continue to see you soon. Hope you have a nice night. But yes, I like your new stream name, so I hope to see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. And I can't shake this feeling. Something is off. Even looking at my glowing neon temple in the distance, my stomach knots and I feel uneasy. Okay. Whenever you can. I don't want to stress out, but you know, when you can. And yeah. So I hope to see you soon. Have a nice night. When we finally pull up, a valet takes the car, and glitzy blinking lights blind our eyes. Hesitantly, I look over to Percy. That smile reassures me enough to continue onwards. This is for me, my friends, and the Funplex. I got this. I pause momentarily, inhale the cool air around me. And I open the door. Oh, thanks for the thanks for the host. Ooh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Deko's Palace. I've actually been here before. I think my 6th birthday was here. I barely remember it, but I think I had fun. Maybe. But on entering it as an adult, my first reaction is okay. My first reaction is, boy, is that a weird smell. A mix of chicken grease, beer, and sweaty kids. Ugh. My second reaction is, Jeez, is it noisy. Visually noisy and sound type noisy. All the chaos of a Vegas casino, a jumble of light and bells and whiz bangs. Once we acclimate to the new environment, we're escorted in and given VIP royal value swipe cards. No tokens, no quarters, just a card of intermittent points to spend. We got a little over an hour to kill before the meeting. Time to see what's what at the palace. Can't say I care much for the atmosphere of this place. It's hardly cozy, isn't it?
That's a shame.
I know I say I play my best in chaos and noise of an authentic arcade, but this feels skewed in all different directions. It's a bit too intense. Oh hey, there's the penguin Easter egg. There's a penguin here. There's all of these ones here, and there's little penguins back there. I found it. He does seem pretty uneasy ever since stepping through the doors. Hey, Percy, you doing okay? Your heart. You only got out of the hospital a few weeks ago. Oh, Tosh, I'm fine. I bet Deco's Palace can carve a few months off of what's left of my lifespan. I'm a bit more worried if Francine came along. You've noticed, haven't you? She's getting worse. Yeah, I've noticed. Probably for the best that you're here in her stead. We'll do by right her, love. No worries. I suggest we split up. Roam around a bit. Scout it out. I'll study the games. You're welcome to join me. If not, I'll rejoin you later. Alright, some time to kill. But not that much time to kill. I need to be choosy. What do I want to check out while waiting for my dinner date with Destiny? Sound like a tournament's going on. Let's watch. From the sound of it, there's a big tournament running in the dedicated esports section near the back. I wander through the games to join the crowd. Okay, I'll admit, being impressed. They've got no fewer than 10 Fist of Discomfort machines, all of them occupied by players in pro team jerseys and jackets. The crowd's red hot, cheering on their heroes as the back and forth resource battle of the world's most popular fighting strategy game plays out before them. Although, the banner hanging above it all does make me shudder. Deco's Palace presents a Choco Energy Max Power Quench and Pizza Yum's Friday Night Fisting.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Oh god, please no. I haven't had one of those in weeks. Not since I started being able to afford real food. You just don't appreciate the sublime majesty of combining two of the greatest bread-related snack products into one hybrid masterpiece. Hang on, I sent a disturbance in the crowd. What the fuck? I call hacks, you cheater! Rando charlatan. Two competitors step away from their game, start shouting and shoving each other. I hope this doesn't escalate. And now it's a full-on fight. Like an actual awkward grapple and punch fight. Yeah, kick ass! Don't take any shit from him! Destroy that motherfucker. I bet the last one's gonna be orange. Deco's Palace has security guards? They should be able to handle this. The two gamers both flail wildly at each other. One swing actually makes contact. Blood dribbling down the corner of a mouth. Any second now. Except the people with black shirts that have security printed across their chest just stand there letting it happen. No one is doing anything to stop this. The crowd is eating it up, feeding off the cutthroat energy. Only after half a minute of this nonsense does the security actually step in. Much to the crowd's dismay, the two angry gamers. Hi, Donna. Cool, you really like this game. Yeah. Yeah, I sure do. How are you, Donna? I haven't seen you in a bit. Have you been well? Not much to the crowd's dismay. The two angry gamers are still cursing and kicking at as they are finally pulled apart. Wow, tough crowd. So much for friendly competition. I don't think I can really learn anything from this. I run clean events at the Funplex, and I have zero tolerance policy for salty bastards. Ugh, time to move on. I want to see what sort of games they have. I decided to focus on trying to find games, like actual games. Except the whole place is basically full of slot machines. They're in different shapes and sizes and colors. None have a traditional one-armed bandit look to avoid running afoul of legal issues, but they're still slot machines. Every game here has maybe a single button to stop a wheel or a colored light to try to line up the dots or something. The really complex ones, 3 buttons.
Hey, listen.
Hold me up above your head. I'm here. Last stream you chose. Oh right. I'm sorry, Donna. I've had a long day at work today. It's been very rough of going to the new warehouse. So technically, actually now, well, as of yesterday, really, I'm officially a Sobeys employee. So now I've switched warehouses and doing all sorts of stuff. So right now my schedule's being slowly brought back earlier. So yesterday was 7 o'clock. Today was 6 o'clock. Tomorrow is 5 o'clock. And then from Saturday until my warehouse starts, or my original warehouse starts, I'll be from 4 a.m. till whenever. So if I had gotten off at my usual time, if I started at 7, I would have had lots of time to stream, but unfortunately I got off at 5:30, so I worked an 11.5-hour shift today. So yeah, it's gonna be a little short today. Well, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you, Donna. Probably if you do want to catch my streams, I will be probably starting a lot earlier. But what I would probably recommend is going back to the VODs and checking up on last. That's probably what I recommend. Other than that, yeah, that's all I can really recommend. I might not even be able to stream with everybody on Saturday or Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. Just keep up to date with everybody. Check the Discord for anything, and just keep up to date. That's all I can really say. Where was I? Ah, there I was. Huh? Visual scan, silly. I'll look for games you might be familiar with. With a shrug, I hoist my phone up high into the air. The flash goes off, and then I resume looking at Iris sitting in my screen.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Processing. Please wait. Enjoy this recorded music. Actually, let's skip the music. That didn't take long. Good high bandwidth public Wi-Fi in here to my cloud processors. I'm seeing lots of driving and shooting games. Easy for casual players to pick up for a play. Over in the esports section, there's dancing games and Fist of Discomfort. we've got all of those things too, but I'm not seeing any joysticks. A game defined by having particular input devices? Well, no, not really. And I know most modern games are touchscreen based and so on, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like an arcade without a stick or two. Ooh, I found something. Back of that section over there with the green lighting. Head that way, that way. I weave my way through the crowd, past endless color cycler ticket games, past crane games, past light stackers, past games based on popular game shows, and Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Wait, it's only got one button? No joystick at all? Researching. One moment. Curious, I swipe my card through the slot and push the button. And Moopy runs the maze by himself, or tries to anyway, before running headfirst into a monster and dying. The machine spits out 3 measly tickets and suggests I swipe again for another try. Moopy's Spooper Maze, created in 2009, a company bought the expired rights to the Moopy brand and developed a game of chance with it. Well, fuck, that's weak. A teenager puts her Deco playing card on the cabinet card and taps me on the shoulder, drawing my attention.
What's up?
Hey, I'm calling next, okay? Yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out. Thanks. I'm the master of this game, you know? The master. The key is to time when you push the button. You'll avoid all the nasties that way. It's not great for tickets. No, not great, but it's Moopy. So that's cool, yeah? Old school. Represent. She extends a fist to me and I look awkwardly at her for a second before I realize I'm supposed to fist bump. I've yet to play a real Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. The real deal I've always wanted to. You should come down to the Funplex. We've got one. I'm the event coordinator there. I'd be happy to comp you a few tokens. We've got a high score chaser who can offer tips. Tap phones with me. I'll send you the address. Seriously? Fuck yeah! You're cool for an old person. Super cool. Old? I'm barely 10 years older than this kid. Whatever. We click phones, exchanging a business card via Bluetooth. You know, my crew used to go to this great little arcade on the other side of town till Deco's Place bought it and scrapped all the games. Now it's all kid stuff for kiddies. My hopes for this business meeting now sinking. So, did he sell off all the classic games? Nah, he scrapped them, trashed them. Saw leftover smashed up bits of Ms. Pack behind the place in a dumpster. The fucking shame the way the old man always 86 his unwanted games. Guess he doesn't want competitors getting their heads on him. No, sir. She gives a shrug. Can't say I like it, but what can you do? That's life. I mumble a thank you and then wander off a bit dazed. So, this is what's become of Moopy, hasn't it? Sorry you had to see this, Percy. I'm plenty offended. To take all the mental leaps of dexterity to escape the maze out of the game is folly, but I'm hardly angry. It'd be silly to be angry at something as trivial as this. And he can't purge the real Mr. Moopy from this world, even if he tries. We'll always have it. Well, I'll always have it, seeing as I bought it from you. Until I've no further need of it, I suppose. Wayward, Big Mao. Hello. How goes the game? So far so good. I'm on chapter 6. I really like this game. I really do. It pulls at my heartstrings. So I really do like playing this game. Although today is going to be a bit of a short stream. I'm probably going to be tidying up here in about 15 minutes or so, but yeah, I'm really actually super enjoying this game. Like it's a lot better than I thought. Then again, I did say the same thing about Dream Daddy, and I fucking love that game. So I guess visual novel games are something what the story-driven gamer really likes, I guess. Anywho. We'd be honored to care for it if you're gone. Percy, if you'd like to donate the game to us in your last will, we'd, of course, be glad to watch over it. Naomi will always keep it in tip-top shape. And I promise Deco will never, ever harm it. Moopy will always have a home in the Funplex. I like that. I rather like that, yes. Thank you, love. But I'm not quite pushing daisies yet, and I still have a score to achieve. Let's get through that, get through the day and the next, and the next. I'll just keep poking around a bit more for now. I think I had enough of the retro abattoir for now. Where to next? Actually, the meeting is right around the corner. No more time to explore. After seeing a little bit of what Deco's Palace has to offer, I'm cautiously hesitant. There are certainly some things we could work on, but maybe a partnership can smooth out all these callous edges?
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Galston, it's now 7 p.m. Sharp. Deco Nami is waiting for you. Is it that time already? Ugh, time sure flies when you're having fun? Investigating? Fun-excavating? Yeah. I quickly send a text to Percy before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together. I let the sounds and sights of Deco's wash over me, and I retreat deep within myself. Francine comes to mind as I remind myself of what she told me on my first day.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
No doubt you'll find yours as well. It gives me a momentary respite, and I smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm going to go there and do it. Yeah. Because, like, this Deco's Palace is not great. Not great at all. I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with Percy. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in, anticipating our arrival, and ushers us further inside the restaurant. We are treated like royalty as they pull out their chairs for us, and we sit down at our reserved table. I'm guessing the one with the balloons. Amongst the families huddled around ginormous plates of pizza and chicken tendies, we stick out like a sore thumb. An actual linen cloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy little candles to set the mood, I suppose. A nice bottle of champagne on ice, and a carafe of cucumber lime infused water also sits before us. Deco apparently spares no expense, at least not those with his special guests. Suspect I ought to eat healthy. Just have a salad, maybe some grilled chicken, no cheesy breadsticks or anything of the sort. I think you ought to do most of the talking during the actual meeting, love. You run the stage. I'm merely one of your many players. Okay, but if you got something you want to comment on, you jump in. Got it? I value your opinion. Not sure how useful my opinions will be, given what I want is sort of the opposite of what this place provides. But I understand it's not really for me. An old man can't afford to yell at clouds for long. That's a fucking Simpsons reference right there. Holy shit. Holy fuck! Jamil, subscribe for 2 fucking years. Woo! Sorry, that fucking clipped the mic. Wow. Holy fuck. 2 fucking years, mate. Holy shit, Jamil. Hello. Sad boy hours are officially ended with that. Holy wow. Just wow. Fuck, Jamil, how's it going? I miss the shit out of you, Jamil. I miss you. But anyways, an old man can't afford to yell at clouds for long. That's a Simpsons reference where Abe Simpson, it's like, man yells at clouds, like, just shit like that. Not enough days in one's life to waste on such nonsense. Your DPS already have already have more 2 years existence. Actually, Donna, actually, I've only been on this channel for 2 years. DPS actually has been going, I believe, for 3, maybe close to 4. I could be wrong, but yeah, Donna, I'm just the newest addition. The most recent addition to the DPS squad. We used to have some other people beforehand, before you jumped in, and yeah. So, because like knowing Jamil, he started subscribing with us when I met him at work, and then we became fast friends, and then he just remained someone to stay on the channel, and yeah, so that's like been 2 fucking years. So holy shit, Jamil. Wow. Thanks so much, buddy. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, just get the butter. Maybe, but I still want to know how you feel, okay? Of course. Once again, the staff takes care of our needs as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than the other families seated here, who have been waiting some time, judging by the expansive crayon work on the kid placemats. Not surprisingly, we get a few side glances our way. But before any of us can chow down, the man of the hour arrives. Holy fuck! Well, look at this fucking person. Look at him. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Colston Reed.
It's an honor to break bread with you.
Ooh, I had a very similar tone of voice. It's an honor to break bread with you. Likewise. Okay, so he's a bit over the top 1920s mob boss, despite the lack of a fedora. Clearly, he's showing off his money. But still an ordinary guy with an expensive suit. When I picture the grand poobah of Deco's palace, I picture someone like, well, Hamza, I guess. He offers a simple smile and a nod of his head as we begin. It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying her sweet smile once more. But, with that said, I'm always happy to meet with, Percy Sinclair, good sir. Future Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze World Champion. Ah, a retro player. A dying art, really. I appreciate you coming along.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
Yes, she mentioned you wanted to buy the Funplex, and she's politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is. Now, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade. Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry. You know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
Alright, eat the rich, fuck you. That's a big gorilla. Indeed. But that doesn't mean there's more room for smaller, more boutique affairs, such as the Funplex. Interesting. Maybe he does want a partnership, not a buyout.
Let me explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing. Smaller arcades need to move with the times or be swept aside. I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership. In return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire for the rest of her years. I would take over ownership of the Funplex and to evolve it into its final form, Deco's Fun Zone. What's a fun zone?
Think about this.
A fun zone is a newer concept I've been trying at some of my smaller satellite locations. A best of both worlds scenario. Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host the full Deco's Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Instead of installing a restaurant or bar, we simply focus on your strength, your games, and become a game center rather than a palace. We need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course, bringing it up to speed with the standards of excellence Deco's Palace is known for. But overall, I think it would be a win for all involved. And he sits back, resting his hand on the knob of his cane, smiling away. Okay, I've got questions. And I have answers. Let's see if they match up. How much creative control would we have? Let's talk creative control. I've been developing new sorts of arcade events, competitions, other things to get people in the door. Would we still be able to direct our own affairs like that, even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Mr. Reed, obviously I value your expertise on these matters and would be happy to consult with you on the best direction for the fun zone. That's not answering the question. It's a matter of branding an image. There's a certain standards and practices you need to adopt in order to be truly part of the Deco family. Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kinds of events.
Capital.
It's nothing too onerous. Really, we need to look at the bigger picture, the chance for growth and profit. Don't worry about such petty little things for now. New management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good, good.
I firmly believe you have a long and storied career ahead of you in the arcade management, Mr. Reed. That's the Reed guarantee. I've heard nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts. The fact that you landed on my radar at all indicates you'll rise in importance in our industry. You should be proud of that. Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question. What about the others? Well, Mr. Cooper is a sizable accountant, so I'm certain he'll be welcome. Is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome in the new facility. But we can hash out staffing later on, after settling the bigger picture questions. That's all my questions.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I suggest we shake on it and set our various lawyers to the task of sorting out the specifics.
He rises to his feet, extending a hand bristling with shiny rings to shake mine. I wasn't sure about this deal, but was willing to keep an open mind. After everything I've seen and heard, am I really going to shake that hand? I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. I purposefully keep my hands at my side rather than shaking his offered hand. You've been honest and forthright with me, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your gracious invitation this evening. However, I'm afraid this isn't the right decision for the Funplex. We are just getting started. It'd be a shame to abandon our progress in favor for a buyout. If you'd like to maintain relations, we can discuss partnership opportunities at a future date. But for now, I respectfully must decline. Deco pauses, looking me once over before slowly lowering his hand. I can feel his eyes on me. He's obviously not happy with my answer, but we followed Francine's instructions and kept it professional. There's nothing more he can do but accept our answer.
Unfortunate.
I see. I suppose I shall thank you for your... I should thank you for your candor in return. It's difficult to find people in this industry willing to show respect to their elders. Elders? I'm not closing the door on the idea of a partnership, mind you. But if you'd like to go at it alone for now, who am I to get in the way of that? As he rises up from his chair, he takes a deep breath in. He turns away for a split second before rounding back and looking me dead in the eyes.
Be aware. If we are not partners, we must be rivals.
Ooh, there he is! That's the look.
It'll bring me no particular pleasure, but I'm afraid that I cannot allow a rival. I am obligated to bring the full weight of the palace to bear on you. Hopefully, one day you'll realize the error you've made tonight.
Uh-huh.
And, as a sign of respect, your personal offer to join my empire will remain open. So you can escape the inevitable fall of your little arcade.
Keep it professional, keep it professional, keep it professional. Once more, Deco turns sharply on his walking cane and walks away from the table.
Lovely.
Well, quite tactful, aren't you? I can admire that. Keeping your cool under fire is a key attribute of champions. And you did the right thing. You kept the Funplex family together. Moopy, the real Moopy, will always have a home.
Much obliged.
Thank you for bringing me along. It's a pleasure to watch you work. Shall we return home? With Deco hosting us, we didn't have to worry about paying the check. We drop a quick tip on the table for the wait staff and quickly abandon ship. We scoot up the door, and from there it's a short jaunt across town, back to home sweet home. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna have to call it there, gang. I think it would be a good day to kind of cut it. As much as I like to keep on going right now, but I can't really, unfortunately, keep going. I don't really have much to myself tonight, unfortunately, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. No, Jamil, I don't start at 4 a.m. I start at 5 a.m. tomorrow, but each day is progressively sooner. But today I worked from 6 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., so yeah. Latest I can really stay up is until 9-ish, because if I want to get up at 3 and then get there for 5, I know that's like 2 hours before I start working, but like I like to get up, get everything ready, go to Tim Hortons, get some food. So I'm sorry to kind of disappoint you guys, but today I really can't do it. With that being said, my schedule until the new warehouse, so August 7th specifically, my shifts will be changing from 4 a.m. to 12:30, hopefully. So streaming will be super early, So if you want to catch any streams, I'd really recommend you guys coming for the VOD. I know it's not the same, and I'm sorry, but it's only for 2 weeks, so only 2 streams, maybe 4 if you count Sundays, but it's only for 2 weeks, and then I'll be right back to the regular schedule. But again, it's gonna be a little different with me being a new Sobeys employee, so because from Saturday on, I'll be 4 a.m. start because there's no grocery, and grocery starts at 7, so like but Jamil, don't fret. I will be back. Well, I hopefully will be back to help out, because they may send me from Sobeys back over to Cold Logic to help close out the warehouse. But again, I can't say that for sure. I did ask Almanvir if I could come back to see the warehouse close, because that's been my job there for 6.5 years, or 5.5 years. So I would really, really like to see the warehouse out. Well, thank you for understanding, Donna. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I'll still be streaming. Like Wednesdays I'll still be here. There's no problem with that. Like I'll still stream, but just if you want to catch my streams, unfortunately you may have to catch the VODs, or maybe catch it on your break at work if you got Wi-Fi. Don't waste your data on me, because I can understand how expensive data is on a phone. But anywho, thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming along, even for a short stream. So thank you. What I'll try to do is I'll try to upload and save everything on my YouTube channel. I'll link it in the Discord. But yeah, if you want any updates or anything like that, check our Discord or anything like that, and go from there. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a nice night. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys are all staying safe. Ooh. Sorry, I just saw the coffee maker over here fucking drip a little bit, so that's a cool Easter egg. So anywho, but yeah, again, thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys watching this really short stream, and I hope you guys stay well, stay safe, and I will see you Monday-ish. Anywho, good night, guys. Bye-bye.